Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 13 in the NFL. We're talking right now with Josh Wiz from WizSports.com, a guy who's given us a brand new guest to our videos this year and a guy who's given us a lot of solid advice and has a winning record overall in our videos and I believe at his site as well. Right now he's going to cover the interesting Jacksonville Giants game. Josh Wiz, thanks for being back with us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks for taking this game, Josh. This is kind of a tricky one. We'll see what you have to say about it. Jags a small home underdog. Before we get into it, this is your first year doing videos with us. Just tell everyone what your site's all about, WizSports.com.
WizSports.com, we're started the site so we can get a good, honest capping service out there that also wins. Right now we got 3-month and 6-month package deals going on for a little Black Friday deal. We usually don't sell 3-month or 6-month packages, but we figured, hell, we're in the holiday spirit. We're going to throw those out there.
All right, sounds great, Josh. And have you been profitable this year so far in the NFL?
Yeah, we've been profitable. Down a little bit last weekend. I think we're due for a 3-1, 4-0 weekend coming up.
All right, well, we'll see what you can tell us about the Giants, Jacksonville. This is a bit of a tricky one, right? The Jags they're a very young team. They're kind of wearing down as the year goes on. At the end of the year, down the stretch run here, and they're kind of getting a little bit one-dimensional. They still have a pretty solid defense, but their offensive weapons are kind of lagging a bit. And they came off their bye and got rolled at Indy. Now they're back home as just a small underdog to the Giants. And the Giants are a very flawed team, right? But they're kind of getting a boost now, I think, with the play of Beckham at receiver, and they do have some talent. A lot of people thought they were going to be a great bet against in the Dallas game. In that game, they actually covered on the closer and pushed on the if you took a Dallas -3. So they did get a cover on the closer on that one, but before that they had lost 5 in a row ATS. But again, the Jags awful, 2-8-1 against the spread overall on the year, and they look like if they're headed anywhere, they're headed a little bit down, not up. Just doesn't look like the offense is going to be able to keep them in games. So I guess, it's a tricky one, but I guess I'd lean the Giants here, -2.5. It is tricky, though. What's your take on this game, Josh Wiz?
I'm going to side with the Jags here.
Okay.
It's a tricky line. I know everyone wants to jump on the Giants. I'm going to try to talk you out of it, even though I know nobody likes to back the Jaguars at this point. What I'm seeing is the Giants left everything on the field last week in Dallas. They went down there, should have had a win. They ended up losing by 3. I think that's going to flatten them for the rest of the year. That's a big loss for them. As everyone knows, their big rival, the Cowboys. They'd like to get a win there. What I'm seeing here is the Jags pass rush is very underrated. Everyone sees the Jags as a bad team, so they overlook the pass rush. And we've seen how pass rushes can get to Eli Manning and how they affect him. Once he starts getting hit, he starts flipping the ball around, gets a little reckless out there. And I'm seeing a Giants D that struggles against the run. Denard Robinson's been running well. I think he's going to get it going. Set up some easier spots for Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles has been bad this year. Not many ways you can look at it to say he's been good. But if you're getting play action and he's hitting some short throws, keep the ball moving a little bit, I think he'll be all right. And actually, yardage-wise, the Giants' D is worse than the Jacksonville defense, which is hard to believe.
Sure.
So not as many numbers backing up the Jags here as you would like. So it's more of a little bit of numbers and then more of a feeling that Jags are going to get the ball moving and Eli's going to get a couple turnovers at some bad times, and the Jags are going to pull this one out on the money line.
All right, awesome analysis, very insightful, Josh Wiz. So a lot of people looking at the Jags and seeing, I think we kind of know that the Jags have some positives on defense. Just the offense, they've only scored more than 17 points 3 times this year in 11 games. So if you like a Jags cover here, do you think it's because we're going to see a better than expected performance from the Jags offense, or do you think the defense is going to be a little bit more dominant than they have been and really hold the Giants down offensively?
I think it's going to be more of the offense gets the ball, the ball well and moving the ball a little bit, keep the defense off the field a little bit, and then just some timely turnovers from Eli to kill some drives.
All right, and then finally, everyone was talking about Odell Beckham Jr. last week. Do you think that gives any kind of intangible emotional boost to the Giants, or do you think that's basically just a lot of hot air?
I'm sure they're excited. He got a little banged up in that game too, so we'll see does this week. I'm sure he's going to play, but he got hit, took a shot to the back, so he might be a little slow. I don't know. There's big plays all the time in the NFL, so I don't think it's fire him up too much.
All right. Awesome. Insightful analysis from Josh Wiz from WizSports.com. Liking the Jags at +2.5. That might prove to be somewhat of a contrarian play. We will see where the action comes in on this game. Josh Wiz from WizSports.com. Liking the Jags +2.5. Thanks so much, Josh.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.